you're looking for a long sermon today, you won't get one today. Just as long as the Lord says so. Let me begin how I ended in Sunday school. Thank you for all acts of kindness, all thoughts, every service rendered, all delicious delectables that were made to make an anniversary here a success. It's been 2.5 years and we're still hanging on in there. Yes, and for that we are grateful unto God. So I just sincerely from the depths of my heart wanted to say thank you. Thank you for loaning me to my home church, which is my former pastorate. I had to lay the last of my original mothers to rest on yesterday. So you can imagine I've already preached this weekend. I was tired. But thank you for allowing me to minister to that particular family. Thank you for being kind enough to share me and allowing me that time to spend with them. Now to the class of 2017. To the class of 2017. We're grateful for all of our graduates. I said I've been through 3 commencement ceremonies this week alone. If I hear one more valedictory address, salutatory address, and salutations, you said why you're sitting there meditating, because every time somebody talked this week, I had to stay awake. But we are very, very, very godly proud of our own. We thank God for Sister India Bivens. We thank God for Sister Dean, Sister Mathis. There were many other graduates, several cousins graduating, which is why I'm still tired. How many times can you go to graduation in 1 week? But you know, I thought about it. I said, there are many other occasions that you might have to gather for, but isn't it good to gather because someone has worked hard and attained the goals that were set before them? So even while I'm nodding off last evening during Leon's commencement, might as well tell the truth, at least until they started calling names. We are just grateful for the great things that God is doing in the lives of our children and our grandchildren. Some of you thought some of them wouldn't make it, but look at God. Look at God. And then on top of that, as parents and grandparents and extended family, you ought to say, and you survived. God allowed you to survive, and for that you ought to be grateful. So allow me to say my little Sunday school speech here today, and then I'll let y'all go home and fire up the grill. At least I hope you're going to do something. This is Memorial Day weekend, and we remember all of those lives that were lost in the service of our country. And for all of those who have served in the armed forces, no matter what branch, be it at home or abroad, we are grateful for your service. But this is the weekend where we pause, not just to barbecue and go to the beach, but you think about those who didn't come home alive. And so we stop to memorialize them, to remember their service, and not only remember their service, but remember their families. And many of those families are sitting before us today. So that is the reason for the long weekend. And so let us not forget the reason in which we celebrate. Let me go to work here. I want us to go here to the book of Nehemiah. I want to go to chapter 4. I want to go to verse 10. I want to argue these 4 scriptures, and I'm going home. There's a graduation party today, but I don't believe I'm going to make it. Not today. Not today. Nehemiah chapter 4. Beginning in verse 10, it reads thusly. It says, Then Judah said, The strength of the laborers is failing, and there is so much rubbish that we are not able to build the wall. And our adversary said, They will neither know nor see anything till we come into their midst and kill them and cause the work to cease. So it was, when the Jews who dwelt near them came, that they told us 10 times, From whatever place you turn, they will be upon us. Therefore I positioned men behind the lower parts of the wall at the openings, and I set the people according to their families with their swords, their spears, and their bows. And I looked and arose and said to the nobles, to the leaders, and the rest of the people, do not be afraid of them. Remember the Lord, great and awesome, and fight for your brethren, your sons, your daughters, your wives, and your houses. I want to pull from this, do not be afraid of them, but remember the Lord, great and awesome, and fight for your brethren, your sons, your daughters, your wives, and your houses. This is Memorial Day weekend, and if you would allow me to pull from this text, I just want to encourage our hearts today with these few words. Remember the Lord. Remember the Lord. It is easy to begin something new. There's always a sense of excitement about a new beginning. However, life isn't just a sprint, but it's a marathon. The key is not just to begin well, but we must learn how to finish well. Understand that we as Christians should be encouraged to commit to finish whatever the Lord has started in our lives, in spite of the obstacles and difficulties we must face. Realizing that Jesus is the author and the finisher of our faith, the finisher is the one who overcomes all that is necessary to fulfill God's purpose and end the course successfully. What are you trying to say, Pastor? Well, let me just help you. We all start things and we get energized at the beginning of the course. At the birth of a child, there are baby showers and cribs that are constructed and baby rooms that are painted and decorated, and y'all gonna talk to me in a minute. At the beginning of a marriage, there are wedding showers and bridal showers and bachelor parties. I ain't going too far with that, but there's so much excitement that surrounds the impending nuptials, and then there's the start of a new life or career at graduations, and there's celebrations and parties. And all I'm trying to say is we've been very good at pastors' installations, even with the marriage between pastor and churches. There's pomp and circumstances, and excitement is in the air. Yes. We're good at starting, but we're very tiresome in finishing the task. What you're trying to say, well, I want to awaken somebody and tell you, you're not the only one that's dealing with obstacles in life. Is there anybody in here that can look at your neighbor and say, I know I look good today because I got on my Sunday best, but I've been through some stuff to get to where I am. Even though I have faith the size of a mustard seed, sometimes God didn't move my mountain, but he just allowed me to climb it. Y'all ain't going to talk to me in here. All I'm trying to tell you is that we've gotten to a point where we as believers can't give up because God's been too good to us. So here it is in the text. Find Nehemiah as he's trying to rebuild the walls, as he's trying to rebuild the temple. He says the people set to work, but the enemy says you're not going to finish what you started. It says that their strength is failing because there's so much to pick up. And you know, y'all come to church and put on your good face, but sometimes you feel that way. What you knew as your life and as you expected to deal with your life has fallen into rubble and rubbish. Y'all ain't gonna talk to me in here. Is there anybody in here that understands that I started out my marriage trying to stay in there to death did us part, but somewhere the walls of communication fell down. Somewhere the lines of love got decayed. Y'all ain't gonna talk to me here. Yeah, I tried to raise my child in the fear and the admonition of the Lord. Yeah, I prayed for him or her night and day. Yeah, I tried to live right before them. Yes, I made some mistakes. I don't know why they're doing what they're doing, but they're still my child. Y'all ain't gonna talk to me in here. Yeah, I go to work with my good intentions. I work hard and I do the best I can. And it looks like the harder I work, the more others get promoted. But all I'm trying to tell you is you're not the only one that had some walls to fall down and found your life with rubbish. So here it is, Nehemiah. So they're trying to build, but they're tired now. Says their strength is failing.
And what I want to tell you, some of y'all act too deep sometimes, because I don't care how much Jesus you got. Every now and then you get tired trying to do the very best you can. Do I have anybody in here that don't mind taking off your church mask and be real just for a minute? That can tell your neighbor, I'm trying to live right, but sometimes I fail, and even if I fail in my trying, I just want y'all to understand it's all right, because you get tired sometimes. But here in the context of this, it says we're not able to build the wall. The adversaries say they won't even see us coming when we come. We're going to take you out. Nehemiah calls a meeting. I'll be out of here in a minute. Nehemiah calls a meeting. He says, look here. You got to reset where we started. Point one is you can't respond pessimistically. In other words, pessimism is defined as thinking about the bad qualities of someone or something. Can I tell you something? It'll be bad if you let it be bad. So your child's on drugs and you talking about I did everything I can do to help them, but I can't get them off. Y'all ain't gonna talk to me. I can't get them off the drug. Y'all ain't talking now. Let me clock in. I was tired, but let me go to work. Look. You say this marriage I thought it was worth fighting for, but I'm tired of fighting. Now y'all ain't gonna talk to me in here. I thought this was the job I was supposed to have until I got my social insecurity. But it looked like the Lord must be leading me in another path. Y'all ain't talking to me here. I thought this was the church for me. I thought these people in here said they were gonna love me with the love of Jesus, but these are the same jokers that keep lying on me. Look, what I'm trying to tell you is just because you have obstacles. Nehemiah called a meeting. He said, first thing is you can't look at it at what's coming at you. But you got to look at who's with you. You ain't going to talk to me in here. Do I have anybody in here that can look at your neighbor and tell your neighbor, I've had some bad days and I've had some bad situations, but I come in. Nehemiah says, he says, do not be afraid of them. Just remember the Lord. Y'all ain't gonna talk to me in here. Is there anybody in here that can thank God that the only reason that you got your right mind in here is that I didn't look at what I was going through, but I just remembered that if it had not been, y'all ain't talking to me in here, for the Lord who was on my side. Do I have any witnesses in here that say I'm still fighting and I still got some obstacles and I'm still in the middle of rubbish, I'm still trying to build it back again, but thank God that I can remember the Lord. Thinking that a bad result will happen, not being hopeful nor optimistic, is the direct opposite of faith. You want to know what's wrong with the church? You want Jesus to fix it, but you don't believe that he can. You always talking about they ain't going to change. Well, here's the problem. They'll change, but you won't. You ain't talking now. Okay, I lost you. Come here. See if I can hook. Look. First of all, you got to have a right mind. You got to have a right mind. And all I'm trying to tell you here is go to Proverbs chapter 4. Go to Proverbs chapter 4. Proverbs chapter 4. Proverbs chapter 4 verse 23 says thusly. It says, keep your heart with all diligence, for out of it springs the issues of life. In other words, it says this. You got to make sure that you surround yourself, and your heart really is your mind. You got to keep the word on your mind, because out of it springs the issue of life. In other words, whatever you let take root in your mind, that's what's going to come out of your mouth. Y'all ain't going to talk to me in here. And anybody in here know that the power of life and death lies in your tongue? Whatever you speak, y'all ain't going to talk to me in here. The Sister Gwen sings all the time, y'all are speaking to the atmosphere, but think about what you've been speaking in the atmosphere. Have you been speaking faith, or have you been speaking death unto yourself? Y'all ain't going to talk to me. Instead of talking about what your child is doing, you ought to be saying, God, you gave him or her to me as a gift, and I know you blessed that child. I know he or she is intelligent. I know he or she will be delivered. I know the best is yet to come from them. Yeah, Lord, I know it's rough in my marriage, but God, folk coming to church talking about the church ain't gonna, you ain't gonna do it. Don't say what the church ain't gonna do. Just say you ain't willing to do. We don't do that down here. You don't, but who said God did? Feel like preaching even though I'm tired. Look, you got to have the right mind. You better have the right tongue. Here's where we fail. Proverbs 18 and 21. I'm almost home. Proverbs 18 and 21 says thusly. It says, death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruit. I alluded to that in the last point, but you got to understand, whatever you speak, you're going to eat. Some of you, I'm going to be through with this in a minute. Stop throwing your own personal pity party. Whole lot of them said, Trina, you couldn't do it. Monica, a lot of them said you wouldn't survive what you've been through. You had too many obstacles stacked up against you from the start. Y'all ain't going to talk to me in here. But is there anybody in here? You got to have faith. Y'all ain't going to talk to me in here. Like the little engine that could. When you believe that greater is in you than he that is in the world. Look at your neighbor and say, you don't say like the little engine, you don't say I think I can. But you ought to be saying that I believe I can through Christ. Y'all ain't gonna talk to me. And is there anybody in here that can look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, you may look at my life and think that my life has been a bouquet of roses. But is there anybody that's ever seen a bouquet of roses or a rose bush? Every now and then you'll find a thorn. Y'all ain't gonna talk to me here. But look at your neighbor and say, I thank God for my thorns, because it was my thorns that kept me praying, because when I got hurt and when I got pricked, I kept believing, saying I believe I can through Jesus Christ. So do I have anybody in here that feels like Nehemiah today? You can look at your neighbor and tell your neighbor, I don't have the power that I need to get through what I'm going through, but thank God I can remember the Lord. And I remember that God's got all power. Shit, I don't want to close yet. Look here. I'm right on my target. Let me get out of here. You gotta have the right people. And quit worrying about other folk. You know, that's the part of us. Instead of us doing what we know that God has called us to do, we'll talk about the folk that ain't doing it, but which means that we're not doing it either, because we're busy talking about them that's not doing it. Which not only makes us bad for not doing it, but it also makes us a hypocrite, because then we talking about them that's not doing it because they're not doing it. That'll sink in on the way home. Some of y'all need to catch that before the next conference. Listen. Proverbs 14, 7 and 8. I'm going home now. It says, go from the presence of a foolish man. When you do not perceive in him the lips of knowledge, the wisdom of the prudent is to understand this way, but the folly of a fool is deceit. Grandmama said it like this, yeah. When you find a fool, y'all ain't got it yet. Job looked at Mrs. Job, because they never give her a name, and said, when she said, curse your God and die, because the obstacles was stacked up against them. He said, woman, I don't know what's wrong with you. You must have lost your mind, because we may have lost our children, we may have lost our money, we may have lost our mansion, but I hadn't lost connection with my master. And all I'm trying to tell you is, when you remember the Lord, it says great and awesome. It says, and then when you remember that the Lord is great and awesome, look at your neighbor and say, it reminds us that we ought to keep fighting the good fight of faith. I gotta go now, because I promised you that I'd leave you early today. But is there anybody in here that may have felt like putting up your weapons and putting your tools of warfare to rest? But I came by to encourage you on this Memorial Day weekend. Look at your neighbor and tell your neighbor, when I think about Jesus and all he's done for me, I need to ask y'all some questions. Is there anybody in here that they told you you'd never amount to anything? Is there anybody in here they told you that you would never make it? Is there anybody in here that they told you you wouldn't be able to hang on in there? Is there anybody in here they told you that the Lord wasn't able to heal your body, turn your marriage around, or give you a promotion on your job? Is there anybody in here that they told you what you're going through would cause you to lose your mind? I need you to be a witness in here. And if you don't mind, look at your neighbor and tell your neighbor, I'm a witness that you don't have to wait until your battle is over, but you can shout right now. So is there anybody in here that got a praise for God? Not because he's already done it, but just because you remember every way he's met. Jesus, I'll never forget what you've done for me. Jesus, I'll never forget how you set me free. Jesus, I'll never forget how you brought me out. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, do you know how he brought you out? One Friday on a hill called Calvary. Y'all know the story from the 6th to the 9th hour, from noon to 3 o'clock. What did he do, Baptist preacher? So glad you asked me. He died. Didn't he die? Anybody glad he died? The obstacles were stacked against him. They laid him in a borrowed tomb. The Roman soldiers at the door rolled a stone to the entrance. They said he wouldn't make it out. But look at your neighbor. Say, I still remember the Lord. It was early. Y'all ain't gonna help me there. Sunday morning. Anybody in here know that he stepped out on resurrection ground, lifted his hands toward heaven, said, all power. Anybody know he got power? I'm a witness that the Lord's got power. All power. Grab your neighbor by the hand. I'm through. Don't encourage somebody. That's why you came to church, I hope. Tell your neighbor, don't you give up. Tell your neighbor, keep fighting. Remember the Lord is on your side. Just keep fighting. Remember the Lord is on your side. Just keep praying. Remember the Lord is on your side. Keep working, keep loving, keep pushing, keep forgiving, keep talking to him. Remember the Lord is on your side. It looks like you can't do it, but he got your back, baby. He's on your side. He's on your side. So remember the Lord. Remember that he's great. Remember that he's awesome. And then you fight. Don't give up because it looks like the enemy has won. Look, some of y'all have come too far to be throwing in the towel. Now, look at your name. My grandmama would say this. He's done too much. I don't feel no wayside. I've come too far from where I started from. Is there anybody can just slip your hand in there and just tell them? Nobody told me that the road would be easy, and I don't believe he's brought me this far to leave me. I need somebody here that really believes that. Can you lift your voice and say, oh, I